My name's Terry. I retired 6 months ago. It certainly has been a very different phase of my life. And the decision to retire came rather suddenly. But what made it a lot easier was the depth of the planning that had been done. I came to Chartered because they were handling Audrey's affairs. And it started from that lifestyle positioning and planning. And if there's one thing that always shows through very quickly, it's competence. And the time and attention that went into matching personalities and advisors, and I think that's certainly one of the key differences at Chartered, is the understanding that goes into the people and who they match with. Because when you're looking at your retirement funding and decision making, it's around trust. And trust is about a relationship. And relationships work when there's a connection and empathy. So the work done up front in choosing who you are matched with as a financial advisor, to me, was one of the most successful ingredients, because that relationship worked.
When I was contemplating retiring, I decided I needed to plan, because I was actually quite afraid. I'd also been in a company for 30 years and now I was stepping out into something new, worried about whether my brain would carry on working. So I decided I would now really investigate the different organizations. And what I found was that most of them that I went and spoke to, they didn't satisfy my heart, my soul. I just felt that they were in it. It was cold. It was, okay, you give us that money, that's what we'll do with it, that's how we'll handle it, that's what we'll do. Came across Barry and Chartered, and there it was more personal. It was, well, where do you live and what do you do and how are we going to help? This is what we can do, this is what can happen. That is what attracted me to Chartered. The fact that they were interested in me as a whole, not as, okay, this is the money that, because that's part of it, but that's not really what retiring is about. Retiring is about going from one area into another position now in your life. You're not getting old now, going in a wheelchair. You're going to carry on with something new in your life. And that's what I really found attractive about Chartered.
It gave me the confidence that when an opportunity came, I think it was less than 6 months later, it was a much easier decision based on the facts of what we had built and what we had been working through, to make the decision and take that step to leave a corporate environment and go into what is a far more adventurous, far more unstructured phase of my life. I now do some work again. I try and keep it less than 10 days a month, but it's the best aspects of what I was doing before, without a lot of the aspects that aren't the best in corporate life.